Hi, thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at a USA Family Investment Office database. And if you're looking to reach high net worth and ultra high net worth contacts in the USA, this is a great resource for you to start with. To be clear, this is the who's who of USA Family Investment Offices. So the 2026 USA Family Investment Office database, in this presentation includes an exclusive verified database of 1,008 USA family investment offices and 4,500 key decision makers. Now I'm going to show you the Excel spreadsheet coming up a little bit later in the video. Now it's compiled from confirmed institutional and family office disclosures and updated for 2024 and 2025. It provides a clear view of the United States expanding family investment ecosystem. Now, ideally, these type of databases are really valuable for people that are looking to raise capital. And this one here has been compiled using two of my institutional grade databases. So it's very rare to be able to find a resource like this. Now, the database covers verified single and multifamily offices across major U.S. financial centers, including New York, Miami, Chicago, LA, San Fran, Dallas, and Boston. Now, each profile reflects an active investment mandate in private equity, venture capital, real estate, infrastructure, and private credit. Now, the data set focuses on families with confirmed deployment programs and identifying investment principles and potential future transaction activity, which is really what people want the database for. Now, it delivers practical intelligence for fund managers, developers, and advisors seeking to engage serious private investors with institutional grade capabilities. It serves as a strategic capital intelligence resource designed to support targeted outreach, strengthen investment positioning, and connect users to leading U.S. family investment groups. So let's take a quick look at the key database components. So this unique database of institutional investors in the USA includes 1,008 family investment offices, and that has 4,520 key contacts related to them, which includes 2,780 key contact emails. It also includes key description of firms, websites, company emails, and more. So why this database is unique? Well, it's designed for accessing leading USA family investment offices. Firstly, it's curated for direct access to U.S. family capital, and it's designed for fund managers, developers, and advisors seeking direct entry into the United States private wealth ecosystem. This database provides verified access to single and multifamily offices nationwide. It's focused exclusively on families deploying capital, for example, active allocators, over 1,000 investment groups directing proprietary capital into private equity, venture capital, real estate, credit, and diversified alternatives. And for strategic investors, so this is offices managing multi-sector portfolios across the United States and international markets. And direct capital access, it's suited for groups pursuing co-investments, fund commitments, joint ventures, or private placements with U.S. private investors. Secondly, it's verified professional and institutional grade. I covered that off a little bit earlier. So this is a combination of two institutional grade databases, and each profile is reviewed for ownership structure, sector focus, and active investment mandates. Again, over 1,000 verified offices, 2,700 contacts, comprehensive profiles, and institutional accuracy. Again, this has been updated in the first quarter of 2025, so it's probably got a fairly long shelf life. Now, why this database matters? Well, U.S. family offices represent one of the largest private capital pools globally, controlling several $1 trillion in diversified assets and increasingly prioritizing direct investment. Now, this database isolates verified investment families and key decision makers, enabling targeted outreach and meaningful engagement with the most influential private investors in the U.S. One last point, this is probably the most requested database that I get because most of my contacts and clients, whether it's on other platforms or via my website, they're looking for US coverage, so this is probably the most valuable database. Very rare, very hard to find. Okay, so who can benefit from this database? Well, firstly, fundraisers and capital advisors. It's well suited for professionals raising capital across private equity, private credit, venture capital, and real estate strategies that require direct connectivity to U.S. private wealth. The database enables relationship-driven outreach to verified investment leaders who allocate consistently and prefer direct access to quality opportunities. Again, you're going to see the spreadsheet coming up, so you're going to get a bit of an idea how detailed it is. Secondly, investment sponsors, developers, and operating companies. It's a strong fit for managers and operators seeking strategic private partners for co-investments project equity, or growth financing. Users gain clarity on which U.S. families actively pursue sector-specific investments, enabling targeted engagement with investors capable of providing flexible long-term capital. In fact, if you watch previous videos of mine, you're going to see how detailed these databases are. And these are the type of databases that I use when I have retainer assignments with clients. Third, strategy consultants and corporate advisory firms. So it's ideal for advisors supporting clients on capital formation, market expansion, or family office partnership strategies. The dataset streamlines due diligence and investor mapping by providing current profiles of investment executives, ownership families, and mandate themes. And lastly, cross-border firms with international capital connectors. It's useful for global organizations seeking to access U.S. private capital for expansions, acquisitions, or fundraisers. The database highlights American family groups with international portfolios and a history of cross-border investment, allowing efficient identification of globally oriented partners. Well, that also means a lot because I get lots of requests from groups in the Middle East and Asia for the U.S. Family Investment Office database. Again, it's for that cross-border opportunity. So let's take a look at the database. But before we do, a key database disclosure, I like to add this to all my videos. Now, my extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. Primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025, with most updates in the last couple of years, this corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have since changed. Now, it's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. It's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. Well, that really means this is not a database that you're going to use to spam. In fact, I'm going to be using it as well as a number of other lists for a major real estate raise, and each of the contacts are going to be reached one by one. There's not going to be any mass mailing because we're going to really do it the right way. You can do it the fast way, but that's not always going to work out for you. The database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating conditions, so there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. Note, this database is available to corporate or institutional grade groups only, no personal sales. Okay, now we're over on the spreadsheet part. So let's take a look first at the firms, and then we're going to go to the key U.S. Family Investment Office contacts. So you can see here on the bottom left-hand corner, we're at just a little bit over 1,000 family investment offices. When we come up to the top, you see the firm name. You're going to get information on the background, so you're going to get a little bit of dialogue in regard to what they focus on, but you're going to see more of that over on the right-hand side. You're going to see the firm type, so these are all family investment offices. They're either going to be single or multifamily. Obviously, there's going to be the cities, and it's all U.S., of course. You're going to get their website. You're also going to get their company email. You're going to get information whether they're investing in private equity or real estate or private credit in some cases. And you're going to get some more details about their strategy preferences, for example, their industries and industry verticals. And as you go a little bit further on to the right, you're going to get more information in detail. So that covers off how the spreadsheet is basically structured. Again, you're going to be able to use this as a guide to narrow it down to whatever your particular sector is. Now let's take a look at the key U.S. Family Investment Office contacts part of this database. Okay, so now we're on the contacts part, and if you see on the bottom left-hand corner there, you've got around 4,500 contacts. There's about 2,700 of them with emails. Now, in most cases, if I take their name and punch it into LinkedIn, I get about a 98% hit because of the fact that these are very recently updated databases. So you're going to get the type of the name of the family investment office, the type, whether it's a single or multi. You're going to get the name of the person, and you're also going to get their role, which is going to help you out when you're doing more filtering, and their job title. So that helps you understand whether they're on the investment team, board of directors, or other positions within the firm. So it's a great tool to use to be able to narrow down your choices. And if the particular contact that you are looking for isn't on here, you're able to reach out to probably one or two of them, because most of the firms going to have an average of about 3 or 4 contacts per firm. So that covers off the contacts part, and again, you're going to have around 2,700 with emails. You're also going to have asset classes, so you can narrow it down if you're looking for somebody specifically in private equity, private debt, infrastructure, natural resources, venture capital, whatever it is. There's lots of information here that's going to help you out. That's what makes it a very rare database, whether you're raising capital in 2026 or beyond. Are you looking for global funds and contacts? My verified databases include 24,000 plus global funds. Those have been raised between 2022 and 2025, and 400,000 fundraising executives with over 277,000 emails. Coverage across all regions and asset classes and strategies. This is the most complete global capital access tool available. For more information, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.